Welcome back to our Jurassic World Jurassic Difficulty Challenge. This is the Dimetrodon animation. He's currently stepping on his friend's nose. Fun stuff. A little bit of a Dutch angle there at the end. Okay, let's get the pen expanded. I think just going back like this is probably fine. Actually, let's look at visibility real quick. About there, yeah. So let's extend, we'll just do this. About to here. Bam, bam, bam.
Asset transportation in progress.
Things are going good. I'm hopeful, I'm optimistic that we make 2 stars soon.
Asset has been collected.
Or a 2.5 stars soon. We made 2 already. With the Nasudos woken up and the additional hotel and shops, we should be in a good position.
Asset has been delivered.
Why did these ones all place as different styles? Look at that. Wait, why did that change? These 6 are identical. Jurassic World, Wood, Jurassic World. Why did they... Oops. Update. Because I never actually changed these settings. Yeah, these ones are building style Jurassic Park. Did they sneak like a hotfix in here or something since last week? To like make the buildings default to world style instead of park style? Is it just random? Like reloading it randomizes what the default setting on the amenities is? Because I never set these ones up in any particular way. These ones defaulted to park era, and these ones defaulted to world era. I never caught that. It's really weird. I wonder if it's happened in every park build and I've just never noticed it till now. It's certainly possible. Regardless of the situation, it's very strange that it works that way. Make that dip back there a little less weird. You guys good? You're good. Not quite, actually. They will be when the territory properly expands. Do I care enough to massage that? Probably don't. I'm going to add a little bit more forest back here. That way if they lose the corners, they don't lose... if they lose this corner, they don't lose the forest need. Move! That way! That way, guys! The water's right there. Okay, they'll be fine. We don't need to watch them. Fossils in 1 minute. Everything's repaired. Let's get research going. Kentro. And then some sort of comfort research. Large hotel or paths? 9 or 9. We just put in a small. I don't think we need the large right away. Let's do the paths. Because I need those for the rebuild plan. And then, yeah, revenue 100,000 per month from the adventure guest type, of which I don't know if we actually have none. Is adventure orange? I think it is. We might get that from the Carno. But it further points out that we need Carnotaurus, I guess. And how are our ratings looking? 100% on these. It looks like we've recovered from the storm completely. Which only gets us to 2.1? Were we at 2.3? I thought we got to 2.3 before. I might be mistaken, I guess. I think we can sneak in this upgrade. For extraction capacity. Let's look at what is in view. But yeah, maybe we're still, these Nasudos are still counting as out of view. This thing is, these are recent, no, recent appeal changes. Plus 300, counteracting the minus 300. This is so hard to actually like track. 17 out of 17 visible. Let's just look at that. So yeah, it's not appeal. Unless it hasn't updated properly, because there is like a lag time. I think it's just being weird. And we need to get one of these people fired so that we can look at what scientists are available. We can't build... Can we build a second staff center? Wrong tab. Oh, we can. Get the second staff center in here for sure. Just to see scientists and get the other staff facility, specialist facility in. No power. We capped out on power. We don't have the upgrade. What do we want to do for power? Right now we can just micro the power. 2.5 is the increased output. I think we can go ahead and just throw down another station because we'll need one before 3.5 for large. Anyway, where do we want to put this? Yeah, I think that's just fine. And then we don't have to micro the power, so it's not bad. Yeah, so some of these are zeros, which should not be the case. Because we know we needed amenities. Everything before was, we were like 80% because we didn't have enough of these. That's curious too. What's the overcrowding like? That might be it. Yeah, look at overcrowding spiked after the storm immensely. So the overcrowding changed substantially. Why do we have worse overcrowding to the point that our... I guess because the Dimetrodon enclosure is down this like one path that like makes that bad. Let's look at overcrowding. I guess putting the amenities by the pair of enclosures is bad, maybe? Honestly, I'm not really sure how any of that works. I think we could sneak a path in where this power station is. Why don't we do this? We grab one of these, slap one of you in down here. Obstructed by that pylon. Always obstructed by the pylon? Wow, really? You gotta be like that, huh? Okay, we get it built, we can delete this one and then connect that one up in the same moment of pause time and it'll be fine. That'll work. Scan the other one, please. Okay, moment of pause time. Delete. Build. Power is never actually lost. We wait for that one to delete, and then we put a path in here and see if we can fix the crowding issues. I suppose we also did add the hotel as well. Tuberculosis should be treatable. Idiots, treat it. Dumb that you have to requeue that. Oh my god, Nasudos, we're trying to help you. Leave us alone. Okay, replacement contract. I think We don't do that as a rule. We're above replacing contracts. Okay, that's deleted. Let's get this path in here and see what that does for crowding. Unless we can't fit it. Oh, it doesn't actually fit. Oh, that's so close to working. I'm like almost convinced it'll work. No, there's no way it fits. Okay, we can still do other nonsense. Let's see if that helps. Actually, we can do this. Bam. Haha, we gotcha. It's a little awkward and gross, but for the time being, it's gonna have to work. We can't line it up completely straight. Okay, so that'll make some difference to something. How much of a difference? Is it enough to make a significant difference? I don't know. I mean, the crowding just gets worse. Which I suppose makes some logical sense. Like, if your park is overcrowded, the star rating drops. It's like a weird balance with, like, park demand. What unlocked in here? Oh, it was the, yeah, next tier of stegosaurids. Okay, let's do the hotel research too, I think. It's a little expensive. Do I really want to do it right now? Well, it allows us to get rid of this altruistic salary person. I mean, we could just fire them without using them up, but it feels better to actually use them. And then I guess we can go dig up some Kentro. I don't know where to put it yet, but at least you're doing something. And then let's take a look at the scientists. Yeah, nobody there. I need a genetics specialist for sure. And I don't think we ever upgraded the staff center, right? Because it was still building. Bam. Okay, great. A lot of basic infrastructure ready to go. Yeah, I don't remember Southwest USA being particularly bad, but it was also coming off the back of like everything we learned from the previous challenge modes. So it was kind of balanced out in that way. In a bubble, I think it probably would have been the most difficult one. Or maybe not in a bubble, I guess. All things even. Okay. Carnotaurus should be done here. Yes. And just a little bit of Kentro for seasoning. Although we can synth and put in Carnotaurus somewhere. The big question is, where are we going to squeeze Carnotaurus? They don't take up much space at all. Alright, we can figure that out now that that's done. You, I'm going to fire under the assumption we're going to get somebody more useful. Then I'm going to check the scientist again out of some, like, vague hope that they've refreshed, and they haven't. Great. Okay, Carnotaurus is done in 30 seconds. We really should figure out where we're going to put this thing. Also, okay, you updated. Let's fix you. Oh, let's also check the overcrowding situation now. Did we make a difference? Yes. Actually, yes, it did make a difference putting that path in. And what star rating did that get us to? 2.2. Okay. So we haven't gotten back to the 2.3, but we're getting closer. Let's toss in a path over here. A little bit of extra space. Sure, that's fine. Doesn't need to be so precise. I just feel compelled to try and get it as perfectly close as it can be. I think we'll put the Carnotaurus... Why don't we just put it off of the Dimetrodon pen? Because then the hotel covers the corner. Yeah, actually, we might be able to do something really cheeky here with Carnotaurus and just squeeze it in a weird elongated pen with the existing visibility. I'm going to pause and plan this out. Okay, Carno exhibit's ready to go. We're going to do Carnotaurs, getting rid of Fussy, and then 1 pip into Long-Lived, and see if we get some, I guess. 8 genetics, do the task. Hopefully we can get like 3 okay Carnos, and then just toss them in a small enclosure like this and have it work for now. Oh my god, what happened in the back? Okay, so this is clearly not actually too wide, because this is 3 wide. I thought we were off. I didn't realize we were off that much. Yeah, we're off by like almost a full little half-quarter fence section. Gross. It doesn't want to snap either. This is like my nightmare. All right, let's do one of those and then one of those. All right, there we go. Fixed it. That's good to know about the sandbox unlocks. Curious that they based it off that particular mode. It would be neat to see them be like era-specific or something. Carnos are done, and I'm just sitting here letting them sit. Aggressive. Oh, intelligent. Oh, no. I mean, it's good. Intelligent's good, but they can't go next to the Dimetrodons. Okay, so we take these 3. 2 mil 400,000. Triple intelligent Carnotaur seems great. But they need to be moved. Well, I guess we can leave this pen here for something else. Where are we going to put these guys? That's a problem, actually. Because I'm a little worried about transport rating becoming a problem. Oh, you know what else might have made the difference? Actually, I think I know what it was. The new species bonus. When we released the Dimetrodons, we got that bump in appeal for the new species bonus. And then the storm hit, and the appeal bump was wasted. So by the time we got the new amenities, the hotel, and the park back up and running, we lost that appeal bonus. And that's why we never went back to our original star rating. So the appeal bonus actually made up the difference in the amenities in the hotel. So when you get the Carnotaurs out, we'll also have that bump in appeal again, which should get us to 2.5 temporarily. So why don't we... The intelligent gap is like about 1 fence section, I think. So why don't we just strip this pen out and build a new Carnotaur pen just in the back near here. And I think that'll work. I think we just go across like this, basically. So let's do something like this. Let's line it up with this pen as well, just for aesthetics. And then this is like the corner of where the pen will be, basically. Yeah, I think you always take the intelligent dinosaurs. I don't even think it's that risky, because if you build properly, it's not even a concern. And it's just a nice little bonus appeal that actually doesn't require any investment from your genetics points is actually really nice. Yeah, so we'll just do something like this, I think, and then we can... Actually, we can save on power if we want to leave that in there. I don't think it's worth it. Alright, let's get this flattened out. Do we not? I didn't hatch these. Why did I not hatch these? Oh, I guess because money. Money is a concern there. We only have 300k left afterwards. It's fine. Probably fine. Worst case scenario, we have to scrap some stuff out. But we just had a storm, more or less. I think we can sneak them in safely. And then yeah, back to this. So flattening out from this hotel level, something like that. Let's get rid of some of this water we put in. We're gonna need more if we want more water removed if we want the viewing thing on the level. Something like that. Let's sneak this viewing gallery in kind of as far up as we can get it towards the rest of the park. That's a little too far up, I think. I think something right there is pretty good. So that's a little more water removed. Let's shrink this way down. Be a little careful about how we do this. Because we don't have all the money in the world quite yet. So I think I'm happy with that. I think that's fine. Let's do somewhere like that. Link up to this. This is pretty deep into the park. If the travel distance is too much, we might be able to salvage a little bit by putting in a curve. Or we just put in a monorail. I don't even know if the monorail needs to be active to affect transport rating, because it actually does affect transport rating just in its vicinity. Just by existing. Alright. That's probably too small for 3 Carnos, but that's what we'll start with. And we need the power as well. Might be a little bit of a gap there if we put some shops in. Yeah, the monorails seemed really simple in their function in the first game. Like, if you had a bad transport rating in one section of the park and a good transport rating in the other section of the park, the monorail simply bridged the gap. But in here, transport looks a little differently. There's just the existence of a monorail station affects transport rating in its vicinity regardless of the destination of the monorail, which is just weird. Doesn't really make sense, but people just like trains, I guess. Still stuck on this, but I'm hoping this gets finished with Carnotaurus, because that should be adventure appeal, I think. And do we see any updates to transport rating yet? Okay, I mean, it's good. There's no appeal down here, so I don't know if we can trust this, though. It's definitely a concern. Right, and we're back up to $1 million, so I think we can go back to doing some research and digs. Yeah, I think all the decorations are purely aesthetic. I guess, like, the trees might apply tree, forest need or something, but mostly nothing. Okay, 3 Carnotaurs. We'll have to double check the intelligence radius and everything, but yeah, 460 bonus appeal here for 2 minutes. 2.5. Nice. We didn't even have to get him on the ground for 2.5. That's fantastic. Was he being hauled in upside down? Did you see that? It looked like he was upside down. I mean, this one's fine. Maybe that was just me. Alright, open space, prey, and sand. Edit that environment. Yeah, I almost never use the placeable trees, so... I probably am missing out on some tricks with those. Let's just sand up the whole exhibit. And they don't need any trees, actually. So let's just delete them all. So that's more sand and open space for the herd. The pack, I guess, is a better phrasing there. Excuse me, I want to delete you. Delete. I guess I can't delete trees when there's an active flare on top of them? Weird. Same thing here, actually. The brush, you can't add the brush. Oh, they take them to open space. That actually is really good. I'll have to keep that in mind then when we run into like a really narrow situation where we can almost fit in what we want to fit in and we just need another tree. That's actually really good for like apatosaurs and stuff. Yeah, we can't brush. You can't change the terrain type underneath an active flare. That's so weird. Why is that a thing?
Nice, Carnotaurus. You could recognize this predator immediately by the horns on its head, which give it a real rock and roll appearance. Those powerful...
Okay, so... Yeah, so it looks to me like that's almost perfect on the radius, which is surprising.
Full legs can get this dinosaur moving as well, so probably best to stay out of its way. This
91
dinosaur
restroom, 91
is so
shelter. Amenities are slightly low, probably because of just distance, I would guess. Since we're at 2.5, that's like the level for rebuilding, because we get large amenities now, so I don't really want to worry too much about fixing that, because we're probably going to tear a lot of this park apart and redo it. Let's do large amenities there. Out on the expedition map, we can do Kentro. Yeah, let's just go dig up some Kentro. Oh, we got a Reno unlocked automatically. Okay, let's finish Kentro first, but it's really good that we have a Reno. 27% on top of 57, so I think probably we can fit the rest of the Kentro in here. And then we've got the motivated guy doing nothing. This guy's just hanging around forever. I might just fire him straight. We need a new genetics person first. Oh man, a third logistics specialist is super tempting. Super tempting. And he's a 3 in genetics already. That's pretty good. Expensive though. 24 per minute is a little rough. Don't know why there's something flagged here as new. Oh, because we unlocked a new one? What did we? Did we unlock a new one? I don't... That must be an old highlight. We can work on the aviary soon. Fences. I don't know. I don't think we need any of that quite yet. We really just need that genetic specialist because that's blocking us out of so much research. Yeah, 100K per minute on a scientist is pretty damn rough. I wish I made 100K per minute as a scientist. That'd be freaking great. Oh, we do need this third carno on the ground still. So yeah, they're actually good with this size territory. Like, we can fit probably another 3, maybe more carnos into this little pen. We're not gonna. What we are gonna do, though, is we're gonna cut it down. That way they stay closer to the viewing area. So let's just try this. And see how that is for him. Because we had 1 billion carnos in the JP3 build, so I don't want to do 1 billion carnos again. I think probably just like 3 is a good pack number here. And yeah, Toro. Toro being Toro. And then 2 blank pattern Carnos is pretty lame, actually. I mean, this one is not bad. It gives me like a, you know, forest chameleon Carnotaur vibe, which is always fun. A little bit like the Lost World novel. Okay, so they're missing area, so we can't cut it down quite that far. I like to have everybody happy, even if they're at 100%. If anything's in the red, I feel bad, you know. It's like I can give them a better environment than they have. We gotta help them out. And that just hasn't updated yet, I don't think. Yeah. 1.01. We'll just keep an eye on that. Fossils. Kentrosaurus complete. Actually, maybe I'll do these 2. Save the geneticist. Well, then I can't do a dig. No, just do you. Let's do a Rano, I guess. Oh, that needs another point. So the researcher has a point available, so they can do the Kentra or the Urano dig. That's probably the way to do that. We can just do fences. Sure. Having the concrete unpowered fences will be nice eventually, so we might as well do that. Though we can't put down a 3rd staff center until much later, right? Yeah, this tier of research, so we're 2 away from that. Oh. Okay, that seems pretty decent. Here's the amenities coming in. That's what we need for the big rebuild. And that was also what was stopping us from doing the Urano dig, right? Yes. Oh. Except you need to take a nap. Yeah. Do that. That's fine. Super tempted to pick that logistics specialist up, but it's just too early, I think, for a 3rd one. I don't think it's needed. And then we did large hotels already, right? Yeah. Monorail can wait. Don't need any more infrastructure upgrades. Power is good to do, but we don't need it because we put the 2nd station in. And then, yeah, I don't think we'll need these soon, but we don't need those immediately. So I think we can do the rebuild now. Maybe I'll want fences. Yeah, maybe I want heavy fences, because if we're doing a big rebuild and moving all the dinosaurs around, it's a good time to, like, finalize fences. So I think we'll wait and get that done, too. We won't put in the Kentro, I don't think, because we don't have a good spot for it yet, because it cannot cohab with the Nasutos. The Urano can. So the Urano is probably the next species we put in. And the other one needs a nap too, so that means we can't do the fence research yet. Which is a 9. Please update. Damn it. Alright. Have you guys updated? Still don't quite have enough area. I'm going to continue to expand it to the perfect size. Because I am compelled. You can be free, Carnotaurus. I don't need to look at you right now. Let's do just a little wider, because I think... Damn it. I wish it would snap straight when you've got that many straight sections behind it. And we'll just demolish this stuff. Disease contracted. Great. What is it? Tuberculosis. Not a threat. We got that. 1.2. There's still a corner there. I think they'll be good if they get that corner. Go get the corner. Go, it's over there. Go. Curious, is this one width of fence? No, so the intelligent radius is slightly more than one width of fence. Also, tuberculosis running completely amok. I want the inoculation ASAP. Absolutely. Okay, and we have another scientist back, which is this one. So you get a point to 8, and you go get me a Rhinoceros. Bring me our first duck build, a dinosaur. Although not a hadrosaur, just an ornithopod. The distinction is relevant. Oh, yeah, then that comes. So, I'm going to sell the first 6 Nasudos now, because I'm tired of doing this every time we have a storm hit. Yeah, because this is not fun at all. We'll get through this storm, and then I think we also should open the shelter as soon as we heard the storm cloud rolling in. But it's fine. And I think we'll finish the storm and then do the rebuild after that between episodes. Who's injured where? That is a Carno. Unreachable by vehicle? Yes, no gate. Fair enough. Also won't fit there. I'll just throw it down over here. We also need a ranger station. We didn't put one of these in. And did you ever get your area? No, you still haven't been in that corner. Unbelievable. There's a goat over there. Go look at that goat. Okay. Capture team, if you would, get the last Cranky Nasudo, which is 6, right? Let's double check. Fussy, 7, not fussy. Great. And you guys can be sent to the dog food factory because I'm done with your cranky asses. Get out of my park. So I originally stopped assigning MVUs or didn't assign MVUs because it was bugged in Sandbox and they just treat dinosaurs you didn't have the vaccines for. At this point, it's just habit. But we could pretend it's for extra challenge to justify my decisions. It's certainly an option. That is a busted gate. Yeah, get that. Forget the Science Center. Fix the gate that you are right next to, and then get the Science Center. Okay, that's really good that they patched that. I don't... Was that in the patch notes? Because I never noticed that. I think if we get a sickly enclosure, like some sort of dinosaur with a sickly trait, then we'll do it, because it'll be super annoying otherwise. Curious that they didn't put it in the notes. I guess they were embarrassed. Last Nasudo sold off. Shelter's closed. Park sort of rebuilt. Major fracture. How did you break your leg during a storm, my friend? I'm not sure how that worked. And yeah, population I think is just 2 minimum, so they're fine. Okay. And you guys still don't want to go in that corner of the pen. Why? Why are you like this? Who hurt you? Okay. You know what? We could have just sold some of these, or dismantled some of these because we're putting in large ones rather than fix it. Technically would have saved some money. Alright, let's get this guy patched up, get our research going. Yeah, I'm going to push the welfare specialist on that just to get it treated and back in the park. I think that's fine. This might be a different no, 632 was the one we saw before. That's the same one, I think. Okay. And then research tasks. We have 8 out of 9. Right, because you're doing that, and we have no points when you're doing that. Okay, no concrete fences yet then. We'll just do platform research so they're doing something. I think that's fine. Alright, why don't we end this episode here? Until next time.